Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Howdy. All right, let's get that down. Dana, we might lose in a few minutes because she's doing all that, work stuff.
Yuck.
Work stuff.
Adulting. Puke.
Oh, I just got a notice that Miss Amber's live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeehaw. And Darla says she'll be late, but she's coming.
Yeah.
Yay.
She's got something going on. I haven't looked at it yet, but she's got some kind of collab going on.
I think it's like like paper crafts, card making.
Oh.
And I think there's some crochet involved, at least on her part. I only watched like the first couple minutes, and then I, squirrel.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Miss Cynthia. Hello, hello.
Hi, Cynthia.
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
I can't see any of the live chat, so let me figure this out.
We are turning left in 1/4 mile.
She's bossy. I had to shut her up.
All messages.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, Cynthia.
Okay.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Good morning.
Okay, everybody remember, door 268 is what I gotta back the trailer into. Don't let me forget.
I'll write it down.
268.
268.
Yeah.
268. Okay, got it. Got it. Hello, Miss Linda. Good morning. Good morning. How are you feeling, Linda? Miss Linda's got a little strep throat going on. She had to get some medicine.
Ouch.
Medicine. Oh, and there comes Miss Darla. There she is. There she is.
Here I am.
So live chat, people.
Okay. Well, let me fix this so I can see what's going on here. Okay. So, Miss Darla, you are first because hi, Michelle. Michelle Wortman, you are from Miss Amber's channel. So those of you that popped in on my station will not be able to see Michelle's comments. And Michelle, you will not be able to see comments on my channel. But we do a pretty good job of cross-contaminating all the comments.
Ah, you're so funny. Michelle, it's up to you. You can go ahead and switch over to Roaming with Rover's channel if you would like. Otherwise, I can see you, and I will respond to anybody who's on my channel.
Hello, Miss Karen. Good. She says she listens well. Miss Karen, I thought at one point you had said you wanted one of those walking.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
The traveling yarn cozies, but I did not see an email from you. So I wanted to let you know if you had sent me an email, I did not get it. So if you're still interested, please send me another email. Miss Darla.
Yes.
Please tell us about the collaboration that you're involved with.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, where is it? All right. So I've decided to combine paper crafting with crochet. So I actually made this journal, junk journal.
Yeah.
I'm asking people if they would send in little appliques or something very thin that I can put in the journal.
I'm sorry, say that again because I couldn't understand what you said. I'm gonna make you big.
Do I have to start over?
No, yes. Well, not over, just the last couple of words. What do you want them to send in? Well, I know what the problem is. I didn't turn the TV off.
Little thin like appliques or something of whatever they want to make, whatever color. Just something flat that's going to fit in this junk journal that I'm making. Because it's going to be pretty much based on crochet. I'm going to be gluing them on the pages.
Okay, I guess I don't know what a junk journal is.
It's a writing book, like people can write in it. There'll be writing space. It'll have neat little things like little charms and stuff hanging from it. You decorate it with paper, and you make little pockets and things, and you shove little little things in there that the person can discover, and then they can, if they want to, they can glue them on pages and continue decorating it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
then
know exactly what that is. Those things are awesome.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is something I don't know about. I have never really been involved much with scrapbooking or journaling or any of that kind of stuff. Interesting. Okay.
Like I have a pocket here that I made.
Oh, that's cute.
There's a double pocket. There's one right here. You can put something tiny in for the person to discover. And then
Yeah.
there's one up here as well. And they'll be sticking out, so the person that gets it will see them and they'll pull them out, and a little surprise.
Very, very cute.
Yeah.
That is. Hello, Deb.
We are getting lots of folks popped in. Hello, hello to all the new people that came in.
There's a page of
Some of
stitches.
them might be
That's it.
coming in from my channel.
Yes, I'm seeing people, and I'm actually going
Awesome.
to do a banner that says that. So you guys will only be able to see comments on the channel that you popped in from. When there's questions and comments and things, we'll try to put them up, not just the hi howdies to each other. But
Yeah, you can tell, right, Robin, which channel people are talking from?
I can tell they came from a different channel. Let me finish typing this, and then I'll look and see if I can tell where it came from. Good morning, Miss Deb. Only see comments still in the from the channel CHNNEL you are on. You signed in on.
Hi, Roseanne. Yeah, okay. Roseanne and Amy are on my channel. I appreciate you popping in. We were actually on Roaming with Rover's channel, and I just shared it, the live, so you can talk amongst yourselves, or you can come on over. Hello, Stephanie. Or you can come. I got something for her. Or you can go over to Roaming with Rover's channel and participate in her chat as well. Whatever you prefer.
Okay. I cannot tell which channel they're coming from.
Oh,
I
okay.
can just tell they're coming from a different channel.
Gotcha.
So tell us, everybody in the chat, which channel you're coming from.
Yes, everybody. So tell me, everybody type in and say which channel you popped in from. So I can see.
Good morning, Jeannie.
Hi, Carrie. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Roseanne.
Oh, Roseanne. Hello, everybody. All my girls are coming in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people popping in.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you.
Stephanie's from Amber.
Stephanie. Yeah, I got stuff for you.
Kim is from Dana. Kim G is from Dana. Oh, this is so much fun. I know it's
Darla, I did this on my phone.
Oh, wonderful.
I did it on my
You've
phone.
got to figure this out. And oh, you're here. Your drink's in the fridge. Angela. Hello, Angela. Angela Lackman, which channel did you pop in from?
She came in from mine.
Nightbot.
She belongs to me.
Yes, because Nightbot is talking to your people.
Okay.
Oh.
Angela belongs to me. You can't have her.
She's. I'm going to take her. I'm going to steal her. Miss Wanda is on Dana's.
Hi, Wanda. Where are you
Cynthia
at?
is on mine. I got to tell you though, Cynthia did start out with you, and then I stole her.
Oh well, she still belongs to me. I got her.
Everybody else. That's okay. Super happy that y'all are here.
Oh, Darla figured it out. Yay! Now we've got Darla too. Hooray!
So it's live on my channel too.
Yay! So now your people will pop in. Okay, so this is so much fun because now we're able to get lots more people into these. The only downfall is that you guys as visitors can only see the comments from your channel. But
yes.
So Amy, please tell Darla I'm on the second dress that she made a tutorial from 2 years.
2 years ago. Wow.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Fabulous.
Awesome.
And Miss Cynthia and I are having a meetup tomorrow, and we are exchanging our blocks from the spring swap block exchange.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Jim says, Kim's saying hi to other people. Those kind of comments I'm not going to read out loud because there's a million of them. Everybody says hi to everybody. Yeah, Cynthia's on several because she's watching on more than one thing.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's cool. Miss Morgan says hi to everybody. She's already been up, gone to a work meeting. Yeah. And then she's gonna try and take a little nap because then she has to go to yet another work meeting and then go to work, actual work. When you guys pop in, tell us what channel you're watching from, because I can tell you're from a different channel. I can't tell which channel. Oh, this is so exciting. Carrie's squares are all done. Woohoo! High fives.
Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Roseanne.
Dana, Carrie just said her squares are all done.
Who?
Carrie.
Overachiever.
We have one more to go. Ha ha.
A bunch of dang overachievers. Show-offs.
I have to tell you this. So I went to start working on my square last night.
Yeah.
I can't find them.
Your minor squares?
No, yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
I have the ones that are finished. They're right here in this
bag.
That's
funny, yeah.
The one that I was working on with my yarn and my needle, my hook and everything. So now I'm working on my actual knit square. And maybe that happened for a reason because I actually need to work on this for Sunday. I don't know what I did with it.
I thought you decided not to do that anymore.
Shh.
I apologize. God dang, sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. What happened.
Tell me what she said she wasn't going to do anymore that she did.
I know nothing.
Yeah.
Squares. Hello, Rebecca. Yes, I put it in a nice, safe place, Rebecca.
There we go. That's the problem.
No, I'll tell you what I did. I took it with me because I thought I was going to have some downtime. I thought I had to wait for somebody. And then she showed up on time, which is highly unusual for her. And so it might be in that bag over there. I haven't looked there yet. But so this is what happened on Sunday. Oh, wait a minute. So Darla, what do people need to do to participate in your event?
Send her an applique, right?
Send stuff to you've got an address?
Yeah, I have a box number under my videos.
Okay.
Nice.
Can these things be sent in like a regular everyday envelope size thingy?
Yeah, as long as they're really
Flattish.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be attacked by the mail police and have to pay $32 to send.
Well, I sent my Christmas ornaments, and they only cost, what was it? Well, I had the bead as the head, so that took up space, but I think it was like $3 something Canadian.
Yeah, you did, but when I sent my stuff to you, they charged me $18.
Well, not to me, it was to somebody else.
Money. Oh yeah, because I rearranged my wording when I sent yours.
She lied.
I lied.
Let's be real. She lied. Okay, address.
I sent you documents. Documents. It was a Christmas letter. It was a nice thick Christmas letter.
Yeah.
And I went to a different post office, and they didn't care.
Oh.
The lady at my post office already knew what I was sending because I had been way too honest.
I don't know how to turn the ads on my thing for my phone, though.
Don't know.
There's a kitty. Let me see if the kitty will let me show how big she's gotten. This is,
Photo bomber.
Oh, yeah, there she is. Let's see how.
Oh, Topaz. Hi, baby.
She's all grown up now. She's a year old now, official. It's her birthday month. Do we know what day
your birthday month?
End of March. Yeah.
And your birthday month. Yes.
It is my birthday month. I'm officially beyond old now.
Officially.
Now you're registered as old.
You're welcome. I got a birthday coffee too. I wasn't going to get one. So
a what?
A birthday coffee.
I went to get Morgan a coffee this morning, and when I opened the
today is your birthday?
Because she loves me. And
my birthday was Saturday. Saturday
It was Sunday.
Saturday. Oh, okay.
There's Morgan. She just said hi, everybody.
Hi, Morgan.
Did you see the motorhome is here?
I did see
The
that.
motorhome is here.
Oh my God.
The yarn bus. The yarn bus is here.
The yarn bus.
It's filthy. I forgot how bad it smelled. It smells of wet dog. And so it's going to need a deep clean before it can become a yarn bus.
Yeah.
Michelle, my cat lived to be 18 years old, 23-year-old cat. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you did something up right.
Oh, Darla sideways.
Where'd you go? Whoa, Darla.
Okay,
That
I am
is
so-
acrobatic.
Darla's on her head. I have a very serious question to ask everybody. I'm so glad we have a variety of people here. Okay, my cereal question. My first question. Is there anybody here that is not from the United States or Canada?
Anybody else?
Outside of the Oh, that's very loud.
Am I straight?
Is that me? I'm loud. Am I loud?
Yeah, you're
Not
good now.
anymore.
You're good now. It was just for a second.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
asking if anybody's in Europe, Asia, Australia, the UK,
Southern, South America.
where?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody other than US and Canada. Okay, so now this is my very, very important, very, very important question.
At the end of the street, turn right.
Who knows what rhubarb is?
I'm from Iowa. Of course I know what rhubarb is.
Me. Strawberry rhubarb. I know
Yeah,
a plant called strawberry rhubarb pie.
Yes.
Okay, let's
My favorite vegetable is
Let me
strawberry
ask you
rhubarb pie.
Who does not
Absolutely,
know
Dana.
what rhubarb is? Is there
Okay,
anybody
Michelle's
in
crazy
here
person
who
eating
does
it raw.
not know what rhubarb is? Has never heard of rhubarb? Has who has no? I mean, there's one thing to go, yeah, I've never eaten it, but I've heard of it. I know what it is.
Yeah, it's a stalk. It's the stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there anybody in here who does not know what rhubarb is? Yeah, it looks like red celery. That's a good way to describe it.
That is a good way.
Excellent. That is excellent. I like that.
But you know what it is, Tina, right? Is there
Yes,
anybody
Tina
in
says
here-
too sour.
People here from all over the
Yes.
United States and Canada, and you all know what rhubarb is. You've heard of it. You've
Okay.
seen it. You're
Yep.
familiar with it.
I think we've established it.
Yes.
Okay.
You can make rhubarb jam too.
Oh yeah,
Sauce-
baby.
Rhubarb sauce on vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. Yep.
Ugh.
We have a
Oh.
friend. We have a friend who lives in Texas, who is from the San Juan Islands, and he had never heard of it, never seen it, had no clue. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So we had to explain to him what it was.
At the end of the street,
Okay,
turn right.
Karen Port, but you know what it is. You've heard
Super
the name-
sour.
Super sour, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it
love
raw,
it.
Michelle.
I do.
So I mentioned to a friend, and we all know who that friend is.
A friend.
And she said, only people from this part of the state of Washington know what rhubarb is. And I'm like,
Oh.
I don't.
Oh, the muggle said that. She has led such a sheltered life.
Well, now she grew up in California,
Oh, yeah, like I said.
and but now to be honest, I never had tasted sour cream until I was an adult. Things that I had not eaten in my life. Yeah, it was in the yard. We had rhubarb in the backyard because
Yeah.
that's where it grew. We would not have ever bought it. But
you can't kill the damn things.
you can't use it. We actually transplanted it from one house to another when I moved because
Yes.
would not have rhubarb here.
Oh, you can also make rhubarb crunch, like apple crunch, but rhubarb.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness.
Like a crisp? Like a
yeah,
rhubarb crisp,
yeah. In the
Just
oven.
this conversation, I need a shot of insulin. My mouth is watering. I love it.
I hate rhubarb.
I love rhubarb.
So we make
Kitty,
rhubarb strawberry pie, jam, rhubarb sauce to put over
Yes.
ice cream.
Dakota grew it in the garden of
Crisp,
South
upside
Dakota.
down cake with rhubarb. I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
Yes.
rhubarb cake. Yes.
Yes.
So now I'm wondering, apple crisp, rhubarb crisp, yes, apple rhubarb jam. We used to make rhubarb sauce and pour it over
Ice cream.
poured over ice cream.
Mhm.
Hey Jet. Hey Carrie. So
Carrie.
I know.
You only need like 10 pounds of sugar, though. Really, not that much.
That's all.
Okay, so my Texas ladies. Lisa. Rhubarb hard candy?
Whoa.
Oh,
From the UK.
Oh.
So they got it over
I'm
there.
going to pass out. I am going to pass out.
I think the hard candy would be
Rhubarb
amazing.
custard
Oh.
pie. Miss Linda makes rhubarb custard pie, and she's from the deep south.
Ooh.
Road trip. Who's with me? We're going to the deep south.
Michelle's mother makes, I lost it. She adds it to her ambrosia.
Yes.
Oh,
Hello, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, whose channel did you join us from? Oh,
Not mine.
well, that would be Dana because Niles is talking to you.
oh, Niles.
Niles
Yes.
welcomes your people in.
So, well, that's what he does. And then if you type in, if you're on my channel, if you type in RPS, Niles will play rock, paper, scissors with you.
Okay, I have
Unless
to tell
he's
you this.
ignoring you.
I almost bought you a present at the craft show the other day, but
Uh-oh,
I didn't
what was
think
it?
you would wear it. I
Probably
didn't think
not.
you would wear it. Do you
What?
wear it? It was like a button-up flannel shirt. I thought you might, but I wasn't.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah. In the
like-
winter.
And I may still get it for you in the future. I see her a lot. So she takes
Can
these
I ask a
flannel
quick
shirts.
question?
Yes.
Do you have rhubarb? Is that why we're talking about rhubarb? Why are we talking about rhubarb?
She forgot. She
Do you
doesn't
have
even know.
rhubarb in the
Remember the
backyard?
point.
My
Like,
friend
was-
saw a video about rhubarb, and that's we got off on the subject.
Okay, I was
And-
just wondering. I think that would be a point.
And she said only people in eastern Washington state know what rhubarb is.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I
that's
gotta love her.
I'm going to talk. I'm going to ask on my video because I will have a good representation of across of the country.
Okay, well, I grew up in Western Oregon and Northern Central Oregon, so probably considered the same area. So I'm
Yeah.
not a good demographic.
Well, she even thought the Seattle area people would never have heard of it, and I'm like,
She's so funny. You gotta love her.
I know.
Anyway, about this flannel shirt that you're
Okay,
buying for
so
me.
She takes flannel shirts, and on the back she puts a patch, a good sized patch, not an itty bitty one, like a foot by a foot, with these funny sayings on them.
Yeah.
Flannel shirt.
On the back of a flannel shirt, and I don't know if they're ironed or sewn or whatever. I didn't get that close because I could see it from clear across the room, and it said, "Paper, scissors, rock, throat punch."
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's cute.
that. But I wasn't sure if you'd wear it.
Well, the throat punch, it depends on where I'm. Yeah.
But most days, that's appropriate for you.
Driving truck, yes. I probably wouldn't wear it out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But I would wear a flannel shirt out to
Exactly.
dinner.
Exactly.
Yes. I would definitely wear it to the fuel island to get diesel
Exactly.
in the winter in 90-mile-an-hour winds in Rawlins, Wyoming. You betcha.
Mm-hmm.
You betcha. Okay.
So
Those guys would love it.
Oh, Michelle says, in Texas, people plant asparagus. In South Dakota, you pick it wild. We plant asparagus too. But just so you know, it takes 3 years before you can
Turn
pick
right at the traffic
asparagus
light.
after you plant it.
Yeah.
Well, and in Idaho, it grows wild.
It does grow wild, but if you want it in your garden, you still got
Right, you can plant it. Yes, yes.
So Miss Cynthia says she has lived from Florida to Washington, Arizona to Colorado, and they've got strawberry rhubarb pie everywhere. Now,
Amen. That's right. There's a vote for rhubarb right there. Thank you, Cynthia.
thank you, Miss Cynthia. So,
Well, okay, so I'm going to talk about food for just a second. Now, I was born in the South. I was raised all over, but I lived more than half my life in the South. And I moved to Iowa 3 years ago. Why don't you people don't like sweet potato pie? What's going on?
I've never had a sweet potato pie.
Me neither.
It's better
We don't
than
know about
pumpkin
sweet
pie.
potato
It
pie
just
in
be
the north.
pumpkin pie here.
right, we don't know about sweet potato pie in the north. Now, I lived in the South, so I know about sweet potato pie.
You lived in Texas. I was married to a Texan. You better know about sweet potato pie.
You grew up in Georgia, didn't you?
My dad's family's from Georgia. So I know about grits. I know about sweet potato pie. I know about real barbecue, not that crap they make in Texas. I know.
Oh,
she's right.
oh, you're picking fights now, Robin. Oh,
Except for brisket. Texans make the best brisket ever.
They do. And here's the difference. I like sauce on my barbecue. In Texas, they don't. They use dry rubs in Texas.
True. Yes.
And I like sauce. And that's
well,
really
but,
the
with
difference.
brisket, it's different.
Yeah, it is. My brisket does not have sauce. And I would never put a sauce on a brisket. But and in Texas, when we get barbecue, we get rice with it. And you don't I'm sorry, in Georgia. You don't see that much in Texas.
It's because you get beans. Hello. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But we always had rice served with our barbecue in Texas. But grits, oh my Lord, can they ruin grits in the north? And
I did not understand what the heck a grit was when until I moved to Denver. Denver taught me about grits. Yes, because I grew up in the Dalles, Oregon. We don't have grits.
No, you don't have grits in Oregon either. Show a
I don't
hand
think
in
we
the
have grits in
comments.
Canada.
Who knows what grits are? And tell me what's the appropriate topping for grits. Tell me what you put on your grits.
What is a grit?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, what?
Well,
It's
I'm
like
in
a.
the South. Okay, I'm not in the South anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like grits. I will never eat grits. They are disgusting.
I love them with sugar and milk or
No.
cream in them.
No.
Yes,
God.
I love them with butter. Butter.
Yeah.
Hey, what's a grit?
What's a grit? Okay.
Yeah.
What grits really are is ground up cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
disgusting.
Okay.
Salt and butter. There you go, Cynthia. Yeah.
Salt and butter, but I like them with a little sugar, salt and butter.
No sugar. Yeah.
I'll be-
I don't know if you
People in the South. You got your oatmeal people and your grits people.
No.
Yeah, I'm oatmeal.
Okay. No. Okay, I can tell just from the comments where you're from.
What?
Okay. Wanda, you get. All right. Yeah, the cheese is okay. Yeah. No, Michelle, no. Linda, no. Grits are hog food. That's what Diana says. Here we go.
I agree.
Hey, Rebecca says, myself in Pennsylvania, my mom and I never made pumpkin pie. It was always sweet potato pie.
Yes, ma'am. She knows what she's talking about. Yes, ma'am.
Fortnite streamer said, oh, I guess on grits, butter, sugar, and cinnamon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing that.
Oh, Michelle. Now this is interesting, Michelle. Never ever have thought of that. For breakfast, cinnamon, milk, and sugar. For lunch, butter and eggs.
Okay.
Hot sauce and cheese. Oh.
No.
There you go, Roseanne. Hot sauce and cheese. Mister would like that.
Hot sauce and cheese?
Yeah. Oh, from the UK. Julie's from the UK. She has rhubarb, but no sweet potato pie.
I was just wondering, because last Thanksgiving I couldn't find a sweet potato pie anywhere.
No, you got to make it yourself. Now we can get. Have you tried Walmart?
Hominy. Yes.
Yeah. So, what's her name? That singer. She's a singer. Respect, the lady that sings Respect.
Aretha Franklin?
Aretha Franklin has a line of pies.
Yeah.
And she makes a sweet potato pie, and it's not too bad.
I bought a frozen sweet potato, and I can make it. It's it's like a crisp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
And
the
that
only
was
reason
really
I know
good.
about sweet potato pie is from my southern side. But
Yeah.
I like sweet potato pie. I don't know if I like it better than pumpkin pie, but and it might just be because I was raised with pumpkin pie, and so it kind of came along after the fact.
Okay, so here's the deal. You like pumpkin spice anything. I don't.
Yes, that's
so
true.
You know, and my sweet potato pie doesn't have all that the pumpkin spice stuff in it. So that's probably
true.
why I like it better.
The flavor of a sweet potato pie is not as defined as the pumpkin.
Right. It's just sweet. Very, very sweet.
But I do love my sweet potatoes. And okay, here's a question for the group. Candied yams with or without marshmallows?
Don't know what that is.
No, don't put marshmallows in it. No, 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 no.
Correct. No marshmallows. That is the correct answer. You win.
Thank you. I mean, listen, my grandma.
Bag of marshmallows.
Yeah, you win.
My grandma for breakfast, she would get the maple syrup out because we had pancakes, and she would melt marshmallows in it just to make it a little bit sweeter. I couldn't eat it. She would add more sugar, maple, and she would put marshmallows and melt it all together. I'm like, I'm going to die. And I was like 11. I'm like, no, Grandma, I'm going to die.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You know, that's funny because I've never met anybody up here.
Sticky and gooey is good.
That would serve them without marshmallows. And I always have to dig down and get them without. But my mom never put marshmallows on them. So that's what I grew up with. Butter, cinnamon. Oh, Michelle. Michelle. Oh my gosh.
That's a good idea.
Butter, cinnamon, marshmallows, and grilled pineapple.
That's a pretty good idea.
I want this. I want this. I'm going to tell Mister.
The grilled pineapples, that might have sold it for me.
Yes.
Not the marshmallows though, but the
grilled pineapple. Oh my Lord. Michelle Wortman, you get the pom-poms.
I am not a huge fan of pineapple, but it's definitely a distinctive taste when it's grilled.
And okay, so pineapple, you guys know my weirdness with my tongue, right? Where I can't eat hardly anything. And I know where I keep saying, oh, I can't eat that. It's too spicy. It's too spicy.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of my mouth, because of my tongue.
Gotcha.
So, pineapple is one of the absolute most awful, can never eat things. And so if somebody puts a fruit tray out and there's pineapple on it, I usually can't eat the fruit because the juice will have infected the rest of the fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'll take one piece of cantaloupe from the far side, just the piece on top.
Yeah.
But Mister will grill a piece of pineapple. And then I can eat like one piece of it.
That's it.
For some reason, the grilling of the pineapple kills it. No, I'm not allergic to latex. I am allergic to citric acid.
Oh my gosh!
It is in everything.
Oh, that's a shame.
everything.
Elizabeth said, hi from Iowa. Do any of you eat gooseberries?
I've heard the word gooseberry.
Gooseberries.
I've heard the word, but I didn't know it was a real thing.
Pie.
Well,
Yes.
gooseberry pie. Yeah.
I don't know what a gooseberry is. I know
Cynthia,
what a goose is.
Super
Turn
sour.
right, then take the first right.
They're sour?
Sour.
Are they
Oh my
sour?
goodness.
Look, if you just get a 10-pound thing of sugar, you'll be perfectly fine if you live in Iowa. Okay.
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
gooseberries are a
Oregon.
real thing, huh?
So the rhubarb,
thought
the
it was made
gooseberries. Although we had mulberry trees and we would eat mulberries all the time.
Mm.
I've never had a mulberry.
Oh, and honeysuckle, we would eat honeysuckle all the time. Oh, let me put you on hold
Yeah,
for just a second.
honeysuckle. Yeah, you pull the flower off and suck it out.
Oh yeah, I did that. I pulled the tops of those purple things off and sucked the nectar out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saskatoon berry. Tina wants to know if is about Saskatoon berries. Is that a thing?
Turn
Is that
right,
real?
then
Yes,
take the first right.
they are delicious. My mom used to make pies, Saskatoon pies.
I've never
Never
heard of that.
They,
I've heard of them.
I've heard of mulberries.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I
So
lost my
good.
feed. I can't see anybody anymore.
We used to pick them wild.
I never ate blackberries because I don't eat berries. No berries, no cherries. But and I can't eat strawberries. That's one of the things I can't eat. But we were on the coast one time and blackberries grow wild over there.
Yes.
And they're like this big. They're like 2 inches big, as big as your thumb. And they're just everywhere. And you just walk down the street and you just pick them off the vines. And not
Where
vines.
I live and where Robbin lives, huckleberries are like gold. They are
Are they?
gold.
Turn right on North
Oh.
Vintage Avenue.
If you can find a huckleberry honey hole, you guard that with every ounce of black powder you own.
You and the bears are the only ones
That's
that
how
are
we
gonna
feel about chanterelle mushrooms here.
Yeah.
They're like $50 for a pound. We
Yes.
guard them.
Hey, Rebecca's starving.
Yeah, we're making everybody hungry now.
Yeah.
All the fancy food. Well, you guys know it was my birthday this weekend on Saturday. And so I spent all day at the craft fair that was kind of a bomb. But hello, Miss Paula. Hi. Somebody else popped in that I wanted to say hi to. Oh, it was Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for popping in, Spring. We love it when you make it. Oh, MDL Crochet. Hello. Oh, he's yours. Nigel's flirting with her. Morel's and Vincent, yeah, for sure. So I got home on I got home from the craft show Saturday night, and I was beyond exhausted, and I was in so much pain. I was happy. I was already having leg cramps, and thank you. And I could see Miss Morgan through the kitchen window, and she's like this. She's waving, and then she's texting me, come in. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Give me a minute. I got to get all my crap. It takes me 20 minutes to get all my junk gathered up out of the car. So I get into the house. She has baked me a cake.
Oh.
She baked me a carrot cake. And her pinks are bright red. So Mister's been feeding her drinks.
Okay.
Remember when Dana would always offer you a drink during bingo?
Yes.
And we always told you, don't take Dana's drinks.
Right.
Be careful when Mister offers you a drink. They're triple strong.
Wow.
Always. Yeah. He pours a heavy hand. So I says, oh, Mister gave you a drink. So she's got these candles in it, and she lights the candles, and they're sparklers.
Oh, wow.
So my birthday cake's got sparklers in it. It was so sweet. She was so excited. And so I got to have carrot cake on my birthday. It was so nice.
That's amazing.
So then
That's very sweet.
It was wonderful. So the next night we went to dinner at my grandson's house, and she had baked me a chocolate cake with chocolate chips in it. No sparkler cake, but it was wonderful too. So when they had invited me for dinner, and my grandson says, "What do you want for dessert?" And he goes, "You want what did he say? Strawberry shortcake, right?" And I said, "No, chocolate."
Yeah.
And I could see his face fall. And he goes, You don't want strawberry shortcake or strawberry cheesecake?" And I said, "No berries, no cherries."
Right.
And she goes, "She wants chocolate." So the chocolate cake had strawberries all around the top, just like in the circle.
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah,
in a
yeah.
circle around the top. So easy to remove. And so he reached over and picked all the strawberries off of my piece.
Bless his heart. He didn't know.
Yeah. And, every time she has baked anything, I just ate it and told her how fabulous it was.
Yeah.
851 vintage. Okay.
So, did you remember the number that we were supposed to remind you?
Oh yeah,
Yes, I know what it is.
that was a whole nother stop ago. Now I'm going to
Oh.
851 Vintage Avenue, and I'm at the wrong place. These people are like, "Who are you and what do you want?" Get off our property.
Yeah. Well, Sherry, I wouldn't have either if I depended on him. Obviously, I would have gotten the strawberry shortcake, and I would have eaten the cake and the whipped cream.
So hubby's birthday was yesterday.
Saturday.
Hubby's birthday was yesterday, so
Oh, nice.
Saturday I'm taking him to it's a bake shop here in Winnipeg called Goodies. Oh, amazing stuff.
He got you those chocolates from on your birthday?
No, that was Morden's chocolate shop. Yeah, this is Goodies bake shop, and their cakes are very expensive, but they're so good. So probably, I don't know if we're just going to get a piece, because we can just get a piece of cake.
Oh,
or
wonderful.
if we're going to get an actual cake. I don't know. We'll see.
Does anybody have like a shot glass full of insulin I could take?
Yes, I do. I actually do.
I've had a slice of cake every morning for breakfast.
Oh,
have you?
I have.
That's fun. I wouldn't mind that.
Well, a slice is like this. It's like
oh, you're no fun.
Basically a bite.
Yeah, you're no fun.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I'm loving it. So, hey, we've got Easter coming up on Sunday too.
Yeah, Easter, yeah.
Okay, listen. So my mom's been sick. My days are all mixed up.
Oh,
She's,
no.
So last Sunday, I didn't get dressed. I'm in my pajamas. It was Saturday. And I'm like, oh my God, Easter's tomorrow. I totally forgot. I had my 21-year-old go out. I said, just go find something, make some baskets. I said, please go do all that stuff. So she didn't know it wasn't Easter either. So she does all of this stuff. And then I wake up Easter morning because I didn't do any eggs. I forgot about the eggs. And I'm like, oh my God. And then my kids wake up and they're like, they didn't say nothing. Like they didn't say, oh, hey, it's Easter. And I'm like, because they know all about the holidays and all that stuff, and I'm like, so I'm looking online, and I'm like, oh my God. However, I went on panic mode for no dang reason. However, now I feel guilty about not knowing it wasn't the wrong day, so they have extra stuff for next Sunday.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
It's the guilt trip that got me, but
yeah, they're
going to benefit from that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Michelle. Yeah.
Okay, I'm in the right place now.
Okay, good. Yeah. And Angela, we'll call Dana when she comes back. Michelle says plain homemade cake. Oh, I lost it. Now I got to go back up. Well, I'll just show it. Nope, not that. Get back here.
Poke cake. You all heard of poke cake, right?
Yeah, I know what poke cake, but I've never had it with just butter on top. We've done it. We've poured Jell-O on there, so it seeps down, melted Jell-O, so it seeps down and it has flavor, like strawberry flavor or something in there.
We'll put like a brown sugar butter caramel. dripping on it, like a tres leches cake. You mix all that and you poke it, and then it's really good. It's basically condensed milk with cooked with sugar, and reminds me of, except not just butter. I don't think I could do just butter.
Yeah, I've never heard of just butter on there, but it sounds good. Butter, whatever.
Butter's good on everything.
Yeah, she says when you heat your cake up, it keeps it moist and buttery.
Okay, yeah.
That would. Are you a baker, Darla?
I used to be. I used to love to bake, but I don't do it anymore because it's fattening.
Yeah.
And it's time consuming.
Yeah.
I need something that's not time consuming.
Yeah.
Well, and since I've been hanging out with Jen, the cookie lady, at my booth, she sends me home with leftover cookies often.
She had some this time?
Yeah, I got about 8 or 10, but that's
any
it.
Pink ones left?
There were a couple pink ones left. I had one last night.
Wow.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed with this show. It was supposed to be this fabulous, amazing show. And it could be because it was a spring show. Ooh, blueberry scones. Yum, yum, yum. Michelle's got blueberry scones.
I can make blueberry scones. They are really, really good.
Yeah, I've made scones a couple times, not a few times. Yeah, Rebecca says a lot of people do the poke cake with puddings, and I've done that too, and that's really good.
Pudding. I'm not a fan of pudding, but yeah.
But the biggest problem we had this time was Saturday was a big day for the basketball tournament, the what do they call that? March Madness.
Yeah.
And 3 of our teams were in it on Saturday afternoon. 3 of our local teams. Well, you don't know.
Everybody was watching them.
Everybody was home watching, the basketball games. And 2 of our teams won, so they moved on. But it was literally, in fact, I took a picture because you guys will not believe this. So Saturday afternoon at one of the biggest craft shows in the community.
Yeah, you were so excited for it.
Oh. So I'm going to go big.
Okay, so big.
So good. I love scones.
So you guys tell me, is this what you would expect Saturday afternoon at one of the biggest craft shows in a community?
There's nobody there.
There's nobody there. This is 2:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday. It should be wall-to-wall people at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello, Miss Kim. Miss Kim, did you get my email?
I was snuggle buddy.
There wasn't a single person in that place. Not only were we fighting the basketball tournament, there was a huge volleyball tournament in town.
Oh, yeah.
There was nobody at this craft fair.
I am so sorry.
So the Sunday, which is always less than Saturdays, there was a few people, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm really surprised how few people there are today. Yesterday must have been packed." And we're like, "There's 10 times more people here today than yesterday."
Wow.
So we're trying to just take with the understanding that we had to do this one in order to get into fall. So,
oh, you did?
Well, we have to, because you can't get into fall without getting into spring because of the whole wait list situation. So,
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth.
Okay, Kim, now I missed your response, Kim. I saw you wrote something. We still made money. I mean, both of us still made money, but it's just, well, and you can't, Rebecca was something like this. She said they thought the crowd would spill over, but the problem is, and with the overlap, you don't know who's going to make it into a basketball tournament. Something like, it's like saying, you don't know who's going to make it to the Super Bowl. And if your team makes it to the Super Bowl, nobody's going to be there. Everybody's going to be at the Super Bowl. And
Yeah.
for all 3 of our colleges to make it into the tournament, one of the teams that made it hasn't been to this tournament in 20 years. So,
Oh, really?
I mean, Gonzaga always most of the time makes it, but the Gonzaga men's team, the Gonzaga women's team, and WSU, they all made it. So it was
Wazoo, baby. Wazoo.
Yep. They
That's the
lost.
nickname for WSU is Wazoo.
Wazoo.
No, is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's a party college, that's for sure.
Yeah. You want to hear a tidbit? Funny tidbit?
Sure.
Yeah.
So WSU, like every college, has a logo, right?
Yeah.
It's the Cougars, right?
Cougars, yeah, it's Cougars.
Yeah.
So they've got, it sort of looks like it's the cougar with the little helm, the W in the shape. Okay, so 50 years ago, and more than 50 years ago, probably now, they had a contest to draw that logo.
That's a good idea.
And one of the students won the contest, and the prize was $50.
Wow.
Can you imagine the money they have made off of that logo?
But that
Yeah,
was
it's
smart
like-
at school.
It's like WSU, like as it comes back on it's part of the Cougars' face, its mouth is open.
Yeah.
It's really
It's a
nice.
nice logo. It's a
Yeah.
good logo. But yeah, I recently learned that. Let's see if I can find the.
It got me a trailer.
It's a cool logo that somebody drew. Oh, here it is. There's the logo.
Oh, I like it.
It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool. It's a cool logo.
That far, by the way. Curtain. It's a curtain. It's got that far. This is a little itty bitty thread, and this is a big curtain.
Oh wow. Kim, whose channel did you come in on? 'Cause you must have come in on Amber.
Yeah.
It's like, 'cause
Yes.
I'm trying to find your message.
Oh, I can remember not to twist that way again.
Oh,
My 55-year-old body says, don't do that. Don't do that
Yeah.
again.
oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, Kim. Dental stuff. That's terrible. Well, Michelle asked how your curtains were going. Okay.
Listen,
Darla, are you getting?
I'm going to tell you about dental problems. I did something I don't recommend you doing.
Uh-huh.
So I have a tooth that needs to be pulled, right? But I'm taking care of everybody, so I'm waiting. And it's starting to hurt. And so I went through the medicine cabinet because I have lots of people here. I found some antibiotics. I'm like, just take them. Not prescribed to me, but I'm taking them anyway. So don't do that. Don't do that. That's dumb. Don't do that.
Not approved.
Not
No, that's
approved.
fine. I was just flipping through my stuff trying to find your comment, and then I realized, oh, she's not on mine. I'm gonna have to flip through over here.
Yeah.
Sherry's working on a mini amigurumi, a rabbit hole I was never gonna go down. Yeah, I know. We all know about those rabbit holes, don't we? And oh, that's right. You were in that car wreck. And you're still those of you that don't know, Miss Kim was in a horrible car accident some years ago, and she's still dealing with all of that. Sometimes you'll see her wearing braces on her wrists. She can only crochet and knit for a little while sometimes. She deals with a lot of pain from that sort of thing. But
And probably some mental anguish too.
oh, a lot, I'm sure.
Because I got a friend who I think here is in the chat who has dealt with like PTSD from a traffic accident.
Mm-hmm.
From a traffic accident, I had a head-on collision. Somebody hit me. They ran a light. And I broke all of my ribs where the seatbelt was.
Mm-hmm.
I had an airbag. My child was in with me. and not one damn scratch on her. Not one.
Oh,
I had an
God.
open compound fracture on my leg. My leg was broken in like 2 places. My hand, my knees, deep contusions. But the only PTSD I had from that was impact dreams. So I would dream for about a year and a half. I would dream of falling, or dream of car crash, or dream of
Really?
it was impact dreams, because the impact is just of a car accident is huge. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
something that I don't have them anymore. Thankfully, I healed. I mean, my ankle and leg still hurts because you get arthritis from anything that's broken,
Right.
basically. But for me, I think the reason I don't have PTSD is because my daughter walked away without a scratch. If something would have happened to her,
Yeah.
it would have been different. But the reason everything broke it for me is because the whole front end came in. So the steering wheel hit me, everything came into me. And but I'm very, very thankful, and I would say this every day for the rest of my life. Thankfully it was me and not her, because
Right.
her, I would never
Right.
be able
We
to
don't
forgive
want, we
myself.
never want anything
Even though
like
it
that.
wasn't my fault, I still would never be able to forgive
Sure.
myself.
Of course.
So
So
I'm thankful that I don't have that PTSD, and I'm so sorry that you do. I really am sorry that you do, because it's really it's a thing. It's a long recovery. I have screws in my legs, in my leg. I had to be in a wheelchair for so long, couple of surgeries. So I totally get it. And thankfully, just right at the tops of my hands were bruised, so my fingers were okay. So I don't have any issues with crocheting or anything like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because crocheting truly is. You ever hear that expression, crochet therapy? Crochet really
Absolutely.
has therapeutic properties for me. And buying yarn just makes me feel better. So I don't care what you say. I'm gonna buy me some yarn.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Have you guys seen that itty bitty baby yarn? Itty bitty stripes.
What?
What's that?
What?
That itty bitty red heart stripes.
No.
It's
Yeah, I
$10.
saw them on somebody's channel.
They're $10.
Thank you so
They're
much, Rebecca.
expensive. But that kind of yarn is right up my alley. Oh my gosh, I might have to buy 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 6. It's just, I saw that yarn. I was like, oh, yarn. Yes, ma'am. Crochet saves lives.
That's right.
It does save lives, and it also can help us with our cognitive functions,
Absolutely.
part of what the Noah scarf is all about. That pattern is about helping people with their cognitive functions.
When are you releasing that?
It's in testing right now.
Okay.
So testing ends April 13th. So 15th to the 20th, it'll probably be uploaded on Ravelry and on Google Docs for those who don't like Ravelry. Yeah. Look at me driving down the dock without a seatbelt.
Yeah, you know yours is a 5-weight yarn, right?
Yeah, I use the 4-weight. I use Saver yarn with a 5.0 millimeter hook. You can use whatever you want with it. It's it's a scarf.
Yeah.
And it's a really wide and kind of a short scarf.
Those are my favorite kind of scarves. I don't really do scarves, but the wider and the shorter they are, I like them. I don't like the ones that go down to the floor and have to wrap
You
it
might
around
like
5
that
times.
then. Okay.
I'm not a
Where am I
rapper.
going? Oh, there goes my.
No, I'm excited. I want to make. I'll make it.
It's
I
a
just moved
beautiful
my bag.
scarf. It is a beautiful scarf. Okay. Oh wow, that's pretty. Oh, that's
Like
one
a
of those
little
where
market bag.
they flare all out at the bottom. Did you? Let me read a couple comments and then I'll ask you.
Sure.
Oh, actually, no. You're leaving. Goodbye, Amber.
I am. Is it one?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
I
Bye.
love you. Bye.
Bye.
She's got for any of you that don't know, Miss Amber has her mama lives with her. She takes care of her mama. Her mama's very sick and just got back from the hospital again. And she's got so she has a visiting nurse coming in right now. So she told me when we started, she had to leave at the strike of noon, which is noon her time, or 1 her time, whatever. Anyway, right now. She had to leave right now. And so I wanted to make sure that we did not make her late for that nurse visit. But gosh, that was a pretty bag. We'll have to make sure she shows us that bag another time. Sometimes we're able to get Miss Amber up with us on Sundays when we do our Sunday sit and visit. I tried to get up her last Sunday, and that's when I found out her mama literally came home last Tuesday, and then Sunday when I was trying to get her up for the sit and visit, they literally were on their way to the emergency room. So it was awful. Yeah, that bag was beautiful. Boy, that was a teaser, wasn't it? And what she was talking about when she asked why I was doing the knitting, because she thought I had stopped it, what happened was, here comes Miss Dana. Darla, that thing sounds really interesting. And I saw the video about it. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. And I will watch that one. It's in my list to watch. I don't know what I keep looking at. I think I keep seeing something. You know how you see something flint out of the corner of your eye, but there's nothing. So it might just be a cat. The cats are loving this weather. One cat goes outside all the other time. The other cat's like, outside? No, we don't go outside. Outside is scary. She'll sit in front of the open door and just kind of go, no, I think I'm good in here. I'm going to stay in here. Yeah, that was a beautiful bag.
Yes.
Yeah, Miss Kim, she takes care of her mama too. At one point in time, we had both our mamas, Mr.'s mama and mine. Enough said. Oh, they're scaredy cats. So Miss Dana's trying to come back. She's trying to come back. But so what she was talking about is, for those of you that don't know, for some ridiculous reason, I decided to do a knit along. So every Sunday morning, we're doing this knit along, and it's squares. It's a very, very simple pattern. Squares. And thank the Lord, Miss Cheryl Wells, not Cheryl Wells. I do that every time. Miss Cheryl has taken pity on me, and because I have no idea what I'm doing. Miss Cheryl Wallbutton has taken pity on me, and she knits it up beforehand and fixes the problems in the pattern and shows me shortcuts and shows me easier way to do things. And in fact, this is how much she takes pity on me. Oops, that's the wrong thing. It's called the art. It's the anthology crochet knit along. She's already done the next 3 weeks knits.
Oh, well.
And she says, okay, these patterns look good. You're not going to have any problems with them. That's how much she loves me. So, because if it weren't for her, I would have given up on this thing weeks ago. I think we're in week 8. And when I started this, I had, like you do when you start a crochet along or a knit along, you get a lot of people interested. And as you go along, people are no longer interested. Well, the feedback I was getting was, this thing is boring. I've already finished. This thing is dumb.
Dumb.
Well, here's the problem with this. And you can see just from these, the blocks don't have a lot of personality. They all kind of look the same. And that's the feedback I was getting. They're all a bunch of ribbed blocks. They all look the same. Why are we doing this? And so at one point I had kind of asked around, and the feedback I got was, it's me and one other lady that are doing this. And this thing is supposed to last until October.
Oh, wow.
Because there's 30 blocks and 1 block a week, with every 4th week is a catch-up week, which gives us time to block these things out and sew them together. So at the end, we're done. you don't have just a pile of blocks to deal with.
Mhm.
And I'm like, if it's just me and one other lady, there's no point in doing this.
Mhm.
And so last week, bye-bye, Angela. Okay, Kim, you need to read my email, Kim. Read my email. So last week on my live, so Cheryl and I had talked, and then I think it was a couple weeks ago on our sit and visit, we had been bouncing some things around, and we sort of decided maybe we were going to morph away from this, and we had sort of picked out a beautiful shawl, and we decided maybe we were going to do this shawl instead.
Mhm.
So last week on our live, okay, let's have a conversation, Kim.
Hey, Sandy, I think I said hi before.
I threw it out there and said, okay, what do you think? Is anybody actually doing this thing? Am I the only one? Do you guys all hate it? And, what are we doing? Would you rather we find something more interesting? We have found this awesome shawl. And what do you think? And I had like 5 people go, no, we're doing this. We love it. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know. Nobody said anything. Nobody has made any comments in the comment section. Nobody's commented in the messenger. I had no idea anybody was actually doing this knit along, except for me and Pinky Jean, who very sweetly puts up a video every week. This is this week's block. So I thought it was just me and Pinky Jean making this blanket. And poor Cheryl, who so kindly does this block for me to teach me how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we've come up with. Here you go, Cynthia. This is not the official announcement, but this is the secret pre-show announcement. This is what we're doing. In the next couple weeks, because of course it's grown bigger than what we intended, because that's how things go. We're still doing this. But we're also going to do a knit shawl that Miss Cheryl, we took the basic shawl that we started with, and we're just fancying it up a little bit. She is not me. She is fancying it up a little bit. And at the same time, Robbin, Darla, Robbin has written a shawl pattern.
Get out.
Yeah. Wow. So we're going to do a knit shawl and, Cynthia, a crocheted shawl at the same time, in addition to this, because God knows I've got plenty of spare time in my life. Pink bathtub. Did you get my email? I've been sending out emails like crazy. Good Lord. So we got a crochet shawl. We got a knit shawl, and we're still going to do this for the, 4 people that are playing along. Hang on. I just got a text message I got to reply to. So because, you probably did. I've been, it's been like a morning. Are you excited? Are you happy? Or are you like, pink bathtub? I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm excited. Just a bit on a live. Okay. So we got something for everybody. I am very excited. I am very excited. And I hope some people will come and play. And just like this, even if you don't want to come and play, just come and make fun of us. But yeah, it was fun. I have I have got my design down, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I've got my design figured out. I still have to do my sample, and I think my multiples are going to work.
Is it a triangular show?
No, I'm doing a rectangle because you know
rectangle.
me. Hers is going to be triangle. The knit one is going to be triangle. The crochet one is going to be rectangle. And at first, what we were trying to do was one pattern that we could do both knit and crochet. That ain't happening because I went off on not a tangent, but I went off wild and started doing this. And I'm like, I like this. And she goes, why don't you just create a pattern? I'm like, well, I can't do that. She's like, sorry to tell you, you're already in the middle of creating it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm going to, get my multiples figured out. I'll do a test swatch and write it up. And then once I get it written up, and then Dana's going to, check out the way I've written it, then I will publish it on Ravelry.
Ooh, how exciting.
It'll be free.
Wow.
Because for one thing, I'm sending it out to everybody through our little crochet along thingy. So at first we were going to start that beginning of April. That ain't happening. It's probably going to be May. And so it'll be what I'm hoping at this point that'll coincide with hello, Ellen, once we have sent off our squares for the square exchange, then my little doohickey will start. That is exciting. And I got to tell you guys, there are about 400 things, new, exciting things that are coming up and announcements that I've got going on. My whole world is just exploding. And so if you like new and exciting things, and most of it's new and exciting for me, but it definitely affects you guys because I've got lots of stuff coming up that are going to affect you guys. So be on the watch out. I'm going to have lots and lots and lots of new announcements over the next 2 months. You mailed out your squares, Ellen? Okay. Y'all got to see this. This is news. Oh my gosh, I wish Dana was here. That deserves a palm. You get a gold star. I wish I had a gold star for you. I wish I could do those, but I can't. That's why everybody gets palms, because this is as high tech as Robbin gets. Miss Ellen, I have a question for you. And the question is, how much did it cost to mail each individual square? Did you send one to me? Am I in your group? Oh, $2 each. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. More palms. Yes. That's what I thought. Because remember, I went to the post office with my thingy, and I even took something that was like really big and chunky. Oh, yay! I'm in her group. Yay! So that means so is Cynthia. There's a trick. Oh, we need to know your trick. We need to know the trick. What's the trick? We want to know the trick. There's a trick. We want to know the trick. How do I get rid of this?
Okay, I'll wait for the trick and then I gotta go.
Okay. What's the trick?
Vacuum seal.
Well, it's only one square though.
Yeah. You can squish them pretty small.
That's true. So Cynthia and I are meeting tomorrow and exchanging squares, kind of. That means Robbin has to find her bag because Robbin has lost her bag.
Uh-oh.
If you guys can see this much of my living room. All of that is just like piled to here. It's so bad.
Well, they break it.
I am going to Trick is send in a manila envelope. Oh yeah. The problem is, yeah. And that's what I did. When I went to the post office, I took a plain old, in fact, it might've been this envelope, plain old manila envelope. And I had a zip code on it, the farthest away from my house that I could find. And I had her try it out. And we even tried it out in a full size padded envelope with that thing in it. And it still fit through the little doohickey. And mine came out, even in a padded envelope, it came out to $2.38 or something like that. So perfect. Yeah. Super excited. I got one lady at my post office. I need to go when she's on lunch break because she's just she's a little excited about her job. Just a little excited. Yeah. I have to go to the post office today to find out how much something is going to cost to send to Miss Cheryl in Australia.
Can't you figure that out online? Just ask Google.
I tried asking the Google and it was very iffy.
Oh.
Yeah. So I thought I'll just go over there because I don't want it to be, I got to figure out really, really well because we're trying to figure out how to do something. So I really need to know a good answer. Yeah.
So where's the trick? Where's the trick?
Well, the trick was to put it in a manila envelope that'll fit through the slot.
Oh, that's what she said?
Yeah, that was the trick. Put it in a manila envelope that'll fit through the slot. Because if it'll fit through the slot, it just goes regular postage. I knew that. And that was fine at Christmas when I put it in a card. I literally had it in a card like this. And it fit through the slot. And she still charged me as if it was a package.
Oh, wow.
And I sent that stuff to there. The problem was I was honest and told the lady that I had a crocheted ornament in there. I showed her what it looked like. Oh, it's a package. And she made me fill out the form.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Rebecca says, she's in a Facebook Granny Square group, and we tried this, and everyone says it'll cost $5, and I just sent 2 squares with bobble stitches in a vacuum seal, and it was $2.18.
Oh, vacuum seal.
Kim says, Robbin, that's not what she said. Oh. I'm sorry. That's what I thought she said. Oh, yeah. Label the contents as paper. That's what I did at Christmas. I know she lied to me.
So Bridget uses pirate ship, saves her lots of money.
I use pirate ship every day. Every day.
Oh.
All the packages I send out are pirate ship. But I don't know if pirate ship will do international.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
I don't know if pirate ship will do just a card.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, toodles.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, the trick is to have them label the contents as papers. Got it. You have to tell them that. So. Oh, okay. So you do, Bridget? You ship international with using pirate ship? I've not done that before. I was wondering about that. So if I put an address in pirate ship, because I've got an Australian address, and I put it in. Yeah, the square ones cost more. If I put an address in pirate ship and say it weighs this much, and it's the soft squishy, not a box, it will give me. Okay, Cynthia, I'll see you tomorrow morning about 10ish. So I'll just call you. Oh, you need to text me your address, Cynthia. I know your building, but just text me your address anyway. And then it'll just tell me. Yeah, because I'll send it in a squishy envelope. Because I'm just mailing yarn, you know. That's what we do. Not until we get it. I'm going to send you a picture of it first. Pink. Earrings roughly are the same all the time. Roughly. I'm so excited. I could not believe. And it was just a fluke because I go to the same site all the time and it always says out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And I thought, oh, I'll just check. And they were there. So I put the order in. Should be here any day. I was so excited. So excited. Oh, nice, Sherry. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. I saw the picture of your dress. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I want to say 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches, no bigger than, I mean, I've got lots of earrings that are the same size as those. So they weren't enormous, let's say that. And I don't have a single thing right here that's, I have a pair of, because all my stuff is, okay, let's say I've got a pair of dragonflies here that I need to repair. And I'm thinking, now this is off the top of my head because, you know, obviously I don't have the exact dimensions in front of me, but this is a pair of, not hummingbirds, dragonflies. This is a pair of dragonfly earrings. And that's how big the dragonfly earrings are. And I want to say they're very similar to that size. So they're definitely going to show up. But they're also, you know, I know these are beautiful. These came in the last, and they're really pretty. Let's see if you can. There, can you see that colored stone in there? And then the little tail has different colors in it as well. These are so pretty. But one of the stones, on the other one, the stone was, the stone fell out. So I have to fix them. I got to glue that stone back in. And then I'll be able to sell them. But I just didn't have time before the last show. I think they would have sold too. I've got another pair of dragonfly earrings, but these ones are actually prettier. But of course, because they're bathtub, they're going to be more solid. Yeah. Yeah, I've got some beautiful, beautiful earrings. I did sell, let me think for a minute. 7. I sold about 28 pairs of earrings, which is typical for a show. And you know what I did sell more of on this show than the other shows was the stickers and the shoe charms. And I sold 2 chickens. So I'm down to, I have 2 chickens left. And I think, and so did Cookie Jen, we both think it was because of the arrangement. Now, this was the weirdest arranged booth that we've ever had. It was 7 feet deep and 23 feet long. So we had nothing but space. So we set everything up in a row so everybody could see everything. Normally, we have a very narrow space. And so we got to try to get people to come into the booth. People don't like to come into a booth. Even if it's U-shaped, they still don't want to come all the way in. Yes, I'm getting bathtub earrings for her. So hopefully when they get here, they'll be really, really cute. I hope you like them. They're white. I really tried to get pink. I really, 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 really tried to get pink. But when I saw those white ones, I jumped on because they're sold out all the time. All the time. Now, had you wanted toilet earrings, I could have got those in a heartbeat. But the bathtub ones, I could not believe I finally found them in stock. Super excited. Super excited. Anyway, got them. But the next show, and it's not for a month, it's a month out. It's a garden show. And so I'm expecting, well, that's why I think the dragonflies will sell. I think anything to do with garden is going to sell. The flowers, the plants, the bees, the dragonflies, the birds, all of that stuff I think is going to sell. I had a request for, so I always think it's interesting the things that I get a request for that I don't have. So this time I got a request for a lighthouse, which I did not have. So that's on my list to get. And I got a request for the cancer ribbons. What do you guys think about that? You know, it would just be the little cancer ribbons because I can get them, but I have to buy a set. So it's a set of all the colors. I'm hemming and hawing about that. I feel like if I just could get the pink ones, I think I'd feel better about that. Because I'm almost afraid that a lot of people don't realize there's a color for every single kind. Rebecca says yes, because it's like purple and black and green and yellow and orange but a lot, you know, some people, if it's your one, then you're aware that there is a color for that one. And then somebody asked for, I don't even know what they're called. I don't even remember because I even decided after she asked for it, I wasn't going to get it. But it's the anime. The anime figurine. I guess they're different characters. And there's a bunch of different characters. And yeah, that's what I figured. I could mark right on the card which one it represented. And Morgan's got real nice handwriting. And so she can just write right on there and maybe put a little heart next to it, you know, the love symbol. Right. Personal to them. And I have a little section for that. Yeah, it's in my cart. I'm just thinking, yeah, I'm going to do it. I actually wish they had, I knew there was different colors for them. I almost wish but this set only has 6. I wish I could get, I'm going to look more. I almost wish I could get one with even more of the colors. I guess that's what I'm struggling with. I want to represent more of them. So I'll look more. I've got more places I can look. I only went to the first. There's one company I buy from more than any other company because it's my go-to. They usually have what I want. So I just need to look at some of the other companies and see if I can get other things or to get a different, or maybe I'll have to buy 2 or 3 different sets to get what I'm looking for. And that happens sometimes too. But the anime thing, you know, it's one of those where, you know, like the superheroes. Do you just get Batman or do you get Batman and Spider-Man and Superman and blah, 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 you know? And I don't know anything about the anime critters or, you know, whatever they are. I don't know who's popular, who's not popular. There's no way I'm going down that road. If they wanted a specific one and were willing to prepay for it, then yeah, I'd go get it. But I'm not going to start searching those out and, you know, trying to make that happen. Because chances are I'll never see that person again. There's some guy who makes amigurumi figures. Well, amigurumi is different from anime. Anime is cartoon stuff. Yeah, everybody. Right. Well, no, this isn't crochet. This is just earrings. I'm done with crochet at craft fair. The only crochet stuff I have is just literally a couple of things that I have left over from. I've got some hair scrunchies. I've got a couple of cup cozies and the 2 chickens I have left. And it's not showing up double sending on my end. Angry Birds, that would be good. Pink, you're only going to see the chat of, thank you, Karen. You're only going to see the chat of, so you must have signed in under my channel. So you're only going to see the people that are chatting on my channel. There are people that signed in under Amy, under Darla, and under, so everybody. So you only see the chat for the channel you sign in under. That's why I'm trying to read everybody's. And that could very well be true. If you're calling it Angry Birds, it is copyrighted. But you know, hello, Rudy. Yes. If you signed in under Amber, you're only going to see the people chatting under Amber. That's why I put that little thingy down here, that little thingy there. I can see everybody's, but I cannot tell who you sign in under unless you sign in under Dana, because once in a while her Nightbot thing throws. Yeah, except the way you use it, you know. Yeah. It's the whole thing. Well, it's just like that color, that shade of pink is now trademarked by Barbie. Oh, I see you now, Amy. Yep, I can tell you're under me. It's funny, on my end, there's a little sort of it sort of looks like a paper clip by your name if you came in under somebody else. So I can tell you've signed in under someone else, but I can't tell which someone else. So, yeah. So I ask when people are looking and looking and looking, right? It's a specific shade of that color. Yep. It's just like the colleges have trademarked the combination of, or just like the football teams, they have trademarked using the combinations of the colors. Let me see what Barbie pink is. BARBIE, Barbie pink. Pantone's 219C is Barbie pink. And that's the color. Boom. Isn't that ridiculous? Mattel owns the trademark on it. And that's kind of funny because when you look at Barbie, there's all different shades of pink that they use. Yeah, the singer pink. Mm-hmm. And she, of course, that's trademarked. Just like people can trademark certain words, they can trademark comments, they can trademark sayings. Happens all the time. But I've got a pair of sunglasses that I'm selling in, it's a pair of earrings. And you know what's funny is I'll get something that I think is going to be an instant seller, like Barbie sunglasses. I thought for sure the little girls are going to, I want the Barbie sunglasses. Not a single pair have sold. Not a single one. Oh, what's that singer's name? The popular singer. What's her name? What's her name? Somebody tell me. Somebody knows. Taylor Swift. I had 4 pairs of Taylor Swift earrings. I've sold 1. I thought they would go the second I put them out. Nope. I had one little girl, and she was about 9-ish. She wanted them so bad. And her mom said no, they were too big. Because they're about this big. They're pretty big. I have no idea if Barbie pink can exist in a brick and mortar store alone. It's that shade of pink. Yeah. And I have problems with things because I don't know I don't know what's popular. I don't know what things are. I don't know who the young kids know. And so thankfully I got Morgan to show me stuff. And I had this lady come. Oh, I did just talk about, I was just telling everybody that you teach me what's cool and hip and popular. Oh. Thank you. Oh, good girl. See, she's trainable.
Most of the time.
Receipts.
Oh, you look so cute. Okay.
So yeah, it's the whole trademark and copyright stuff is just, it's a nightmare. That is a nightmare. But let me tell you something about trademarks and that kind of stuff. Just a little thing I've learned. So for instance, let's talk about Etsy. So you go on Etsy and everybody knows Disney is trademarked. Disney is owned by Disney and everything to do with Disney is owned by Disney. There's no question about that, right?
Right.
Mickey Mouse is owned by Disney. No question. So you go to Etsy and there's 8 million Disney things on there. And everybody knows it's owned by Disney. So why can they sell stuff on Etsy? Well, they can't. But Etsy is not responsible for stopping them. Disney is responsible for stopping them. I am not stopping. No, I'm still doing it, Steve. I'm still doing it. We just talked about it. I'm still doing it. But we're also doing some other things. Are you making these? Are you making these, Steve? They're too easy for you. Disney has to complain about the person who's infringing on their, what do they call it? Something property, intellectual property. It's not Etsy's. In fact, Etsy can't do it. It has to be the person who owns the rights to the intellectual property. So, bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
Eventually I'll pick one and I'll just stay home. So I'm going in and out.
In and out, in and out. Pick a bag. Pick a bag. So no, we're still doing the squares, Steve. And we're going to start some other projects. Oh, okay. I didn't even know you were doing it. That's what threw me. I had no idea people were actually doing it. Okay. So some companies will ride hard on somebody who is doing their stuff. Other companies look the other way and don't care. I have been told, right, they don't own the word mouse. They own the word, I don't know that they even own Mickey, but Mickey Mouse together they do. And the pictures and the silhouette and all the things. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I have been told Starbucks does not care if you use their little symbols and things. And there are some people out there who will tell you, oh, you can get away with it by saying that it is inspired by. That is not true. You can get away with it if you say, what is that stuff called? Fan something. No, it is not true. If I buy this Mickey Mouse fabric and make something out of it for my own use, that's what it's intended for. If I buy this Mickey Mouse fabric and sell it, that is not legal. So, and it says right on this fabric, when you buy this fabric, it says right on the edge, intended for personal use only, not for resale. And that's why they do that. You want to know something funny? A few months ago, I got a magazine in the mail from, I think it was Hirschner's. And in it, it had those cakes with the, yeah, it was for sure Hirschner's because they're the ones that sell them. It had those, the Sesame Street, the yarn with the Sesame Street head that you make the hats out of. In the advertisement, it said, great for selling at craft fairs. No, you cannot sell them at craft fairs. It is intellectual property. It's Sesame Street. Well, they don't. Somebody else owns Sesame Street. But yeah. Right. It is, but they own it and you're not allowed to do it, Karen. You're not allowed to use their logo for their business free advertising. Now, having said that, every craft fair is full of all this stuff, full of it. And so Traffic Circle is saying, oh, I lost it. I didn't like the Creative Commons music people because they say you can use their music and then you use their music and then you get a copyright claim. Same thing happened to me. Same happened to me. Oh, the Muppets. Okay, so that's Disney. Yeah, you're right, Traffic. I forgot. I knew somebody owned them, but I couldn't remember who it was. So I did a video. I did an hour-long video of cruising through the fjords in Alaska. It was just a beautiful scenery video with this lovely music playing in the background that I picked from their free music, and I get a copyright claim. I spent 3 days trying to take this music off of my video, could not do it. So now I have to play the video with no music. It's just blank. Nobody wants that. They want pretty music in the background. But yes, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. But that's how that works. That's why you'll see Etsy all over Etsy and in other places as well with stuff that you know is copyrighted. And you go, why isn't Etsy doing something about this? Oh, I have no idea. Pink, it was 3 or 4 years ago. I just gave up on it. I did whatever they said I needed to do. Because when I was making the video, it said free music. Because there's places where you just touch the thing and there's free music. Yeah. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we were doing a live like this. And remember, we drove out to my shop and Miss Morgan and I stopped and got a coffee and came home and finished the video. And then I uploaded the video and I got a copyright hit because there was music playing at the coffee shop. We didn't even notice the music was playing, or I would have turned the sound down. Yeah. It was, yeah. La, 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 la. So, didn't even notice. I did not even notice there was music playing. And so it didn't give us a strike. We just couldn't, we can't monetize that video. Luckily, we didn't get a strike. They're always playing music in the background. In stores, Oh, and I'm not good enough at that editing stuff to do that. And then you'll see videos of people singing, of people doing karaoke, of people going out into like a bar and listening to a band. So how is that okay? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. You're supposed to be able to traffic, but I can't make it work. I can't even get figure out how to bring up a second person. I tried all last weekend to do that. As you guys saw, my 45 tries at a live video last weekend, I was almost in tears. What a nightmare. I had touched that button to go live, and it was doing 2 lives at the same time. And then I would shut it down, but it wasn't shutting down the second one. I even turned off my phone, which should have stopped all recording, and that second video was still running. It was awful. It was a nightmare. I was just almost in tears. It was so bad. Then I look like an idiot with 5 lives going. Yeah. Yeah, Disney owns a lot. Disney owns tons of music. There's music playing in elevators. You're going down the street, and the car next to you's got music blaring, so loud that it's making your car shake. So you can't record there. You just got to be, and like you said, half the time you don't even realize that it's happening. You're thinking about what you're doing and what you're saying, and paying attention to people's comments, so that you don't even realize there's something going on. And I can't remember if it's 15 seconds or 30 seconds before. I'll have to read that and find out. And they own so much content before it's a problem. And see, when I was at the craft show last weekend, I wanted to record content there, and they had music playing. So I had to get there early. And then one night I stayed way later than everybody else. And then the lady is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm trying to do a little recording, but I can't do it when the music's playing." She's like, "Oh, okay." So, and a lot of times they'll do that. They'll start playing music at a certain time. But so we're trying to decide if we want to. There's another show in next month. I'm trying to decide if I want to get in there and do that craft show. And I'll be honest, like I was saying a little while ago, I've got some big stuff happening over probably in the next 2 months, over the next 8 weeks or so. And I'm going to be working my tail off getting ready for it. Right. Disney they're like a dog with a bone, protecting their property. And they will go after the people on Etsy. They will go after the people on YouTube. They will go after it. Other companies do not. You might get a letter. You may not. I have seen videos about people who have said, "I just got a cease and desist notice from this singer, from this artist, from this company, because I'm selling a cup where they don't say they stole it, but that's what they've done." If you are making a mug or, if you're making one of those cups with your Cricut or whatever machine it is that you're using, and you've plastered Pink or Taylor Swift or whatever singer all over this thing, and you're selling it on your Etsy shop, and they come after you, you don't get to be surprised and upset and angry. You broke the law, and you know full well that you broke the law. So, sorry, that's how it works. When you post this stuff publicly, you broke the law. And sorry if you don't think it's fair, but they worked hard and spent a lot of money to get to where they are, and they own that property. You don't get to make money from it. That's the way that works. Okay, traffic says, Rebecca says, my thought is, music and everything else all over the place. Why can't we share the beauty with others? Because they own it. They own it. They worked hard. They're the ones that worked for 1,000,000 years. They're the ones that slept in the back of their car until they became known and famous, and they own it. It's not ours. It's theirs. It's no different than if you write a pattern and take it out for sale, and then somebody else grabs that pattern and sells it as theirs. It's the exact same thing. We would all be furious if that happened. So it's the same thing. Traffic says, I talked to a woman at Red Heart Yarn about the patterns, using them on YouTube from the 30s. She said the threads, oops, it popped. The threads with the patterns had been discontinued, but you can use them. Oh yeah, you can use the patterns. If not for us, they wouldn't be. Most crochet people change the patterns somewhat. But it's still, if you have, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, there's only so many, there's 5 crochet stitches, right? Chain, single, half double, double, triple. Maybe there's a quadra, I don't know. And you take those stitches and put them into different combinations, because you can buy a book that shows you, 200 crochet stitches, and you're going to take those stitches and put them into some combination. This square that I'm making is a combination of stitches, but it's not really a pattern. Okay. There's only so many patterns, but yarn would not be popular on the internet if it wasn't for the love of fiber arts. Yarn would not be popular at all. Yeah. But at the same time, free product placement everywhere, free yarn company tools, no review of it, but product placement. It's just like me. If I'm talking to you and holding up my Dutch Brothers cup, this is product placement. If I was getting paid for this, I'd be doing this. I'm not, of course. And I'm not reviewing this, telling you how delicious this thing is. I had a woman from Australia come after me for a crochet pattern I remembered from my brain. I learned before YouTube existed, and she accused me of stealing her pattern. And that's always going to happen. And here's the other problem. There's a million patterns out there. Miss Dana had the exact same thing happen to her. She's got a pattern that she's been making for decades. And this lady came after her and said that she stole that pattern from someone else. And Dana's like, my grandmother taught me this pattern. And, I'm not getting the story exactly right. But basically, I've been making this pattern since I was 10 years old. I did not steal this pattern from some lady that threw it up on YouTube a week ago. Get a clue, lady. And in fact, they even researched it. And this lady who claims to have copyrighted this pattern, there is no copyright on said pattern. And it was like somebody saying that the granny square, you can't make a granny square because that's my pattern. It's such a basic, well-known pattern. There's no possible way that it could be copyrighted because it's been around for centuries. That's always going to happen. A ripple stitch pattern, nobody owns it. Nobody owns it. And right. And now you have a 25-year-old book, which their publishing company owns. Oh, and the book author doesn't even own the book. Yeah. If you copyright a pattern, you have to post the pattern with the trademark copyright government office. Yeah. Yeah. So there's only so many ways to make the same thing, and it's going to be similar. Right. Even this little pattern that I'm writing, this came out of the top of my head. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody else hasn't done the same combination of stitches, because I've been crocheting for 50 years. And I use the same double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet that everybody else in the world uses. I know how I like my stuff to look. I know, yeah, crochet stitches cannot be copyrighted. The combination, a pattern, can be copyrighted. And that's why I won't sell this little pattern, because I have no way of knowing if somebody else has done it. And I know what I want my pattern to look like. And that's all I can go by. I know what I want the feel of it to be. I want it to feel a little bit solid with a little bit of airiness in there. So there's going to be some solid stitches and some open stitches. And I know how to make those stitches. So I'm doing it in a combination of those kind of stitches, right? Exactly. You cannot, there are crochet patterns which are combinations of patterns that can't be copyrighted, such as a granny square. You have people selling those PDF documents that have been stolen. Last year, the chicken, the gal that created the chicken, and you know, I talk about that chicken all the time. Think I can remember her name? Mabel Chicken. Mabel Chicken came out early summer. By the end of the summer, there was at least 20 people who had created a chicken pattern, and it was identical. Some of them had even taken her picture from her website and posted it as their pattern. So it doesn't do any good. The second you post a pattern, somebody's going to steal it. Now, I literally sat here yesterday and roughed this pattern out because I know what I want. Hi, hello, Mama Gwen. I know what I want it to look like. I know what I want it to feel like. And I know which stitches I like to use. And I know, like, I don't like the triple crochet. Hello, Janice. I've only used it once in a while. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like making them. It has its place, but it's pretty darn rare you're going to see me using it. And I'm certainly not going to use it in a pattern I create. But double crochet, half double crochet, you betcha. And so does almost every other pattern that we ever make. This is a very simple pattern. I'm going to triple crochet. Yes, see, I don't. Oh, with thread. Yes. With thread, triple crochet. I should have qualified. Hey, Rebecca, as much as I want to say I need to go shopping, but glad you made it to a live with such amazing people. Well, Rebecca, I'm so happy you made it here too. And I'm really glad that all of these ladies figured out how to do this link. We just figured this out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We knew it could happen. We couldn't figure out how to do it. And this is such a wonderful way. And I know it's a little tricky for you guys because you can only see the comments on the live that you entered on. And that's why I'm trying to be really good about reading all of them, other than just saying hi to each other. But it makes the community so much bigger. So many more people are involved. Now, having said that, this is Radd Girls Live. And typically, you know, I don't want to say always, typically we're here every Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock Pacific. Typically, I'm live Sunday morning, 7:30 Pacific. Whose ridiculous idea was that? Because I thought, oh, thank you so much, Rebecca. I thought it would make it easier for all of the different time zones to join in. And then what has morphed from that is we try to keep that to an hour. I'd like it to be a little bit less. And then typically, it's not set in stone, but it's probably going to happen. Typically, we end that and then we start a sit and visit. And I try to bring somebody up with me for that. And is whoever I can grab to come up with me. And it's been Amber most of the time. Miss Dana tries to keep Sundays as her day with the Lord. So she tries to stay off of YouTube on Sundays. Good for her. So usually Miss Amber and I are the ones chit-chatting on Sundays. And so that works out really well. And that tends to happen in the neighborhood of 9 o'clock-ish Pacific. Steve, bingo's coming back. I don't know exactly when. That's one up. So I'll say this again. We've got I have a ton of new things happening, new announcements. I got to get all my ducks in a row. I've got to talk to IT people. I've got to talk. There's so many announcements. So many announcements. It's coming back. I was hoping it was going to be the end of this month. It is not. Probably, don't hold my feet to the fire, but I want to say probably by the end of April. March, this is March, probably by the end of April. I would like, as long as I've got some folks in here, give me some votes. Now, just, you guys know my work schedule has, and that's been part of the problem. My work schedule is just all over the place. If every possible time frame was open, what would you say? What would you say would be a good time for bingo? If any possible time frame were open, it is not. I'm telling you right now, they are not. But Sunday morning at 9, Tuesday afternoon at 3, Wednesday at 7. Throw out there. I want your guys' ideas. There's a very good chance it will not stay. Oh, because we could do our sit and visit at 9 in the morning on Sunday. Could be the new bingo time frame. Or Sunday afternoon at 1. Or something like that. I like evenings too. But, Karen, have you noticed that participation has dropped hugely? We went from, it's so much fun. It is so much fun. Y'all join in. You pick your numbers. And then I keep track of the numbers and you keep track of your own numbers. We've got a little machine that calls the numbers out. And then we play the games and we have winners. Yeah, see, so we went from at the beginning upwards of 100 people down to about 30 to 35 every week. Maybe we do it twice a week. Maybe we do a daytime slot and an evening slot. Maybe I'm really open to ideas. It's free to play, Traffic. And I send out prizes to the winners. So we have a lot of fun. And it's just like this. We're just sitting and chit-chatting and playing bingo at the same time. Early afternoon on Sunday. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. And for what I'm thinking in my brain, for what else is going on, that's a decent time frame. I think you guys are going to be so excited with all the stuff coming up. There's so much coming up. Yes, so Traffic, I found this, I think it's called Let's Play Bingo. And it's got a bingo board and it literally just calls out the numbers. No, not Saturday night. In fact, I work almost every Saturday night at the college. And I work a lot of Friday nights at the college. I work every Saturday at the shop. And I'm going to end up working another day at the shop. I'm liking Sunday afternoon. Maybe we'll give that a go. I think I'll throw that out to the messenger group, although we don't have much activity in there. But I think I'll throw that out there as a suggestion and see what's that saying? I'll raise that up the flagpole and see if it flies. I'm probably messing that up. That's not a bad idea. Now, here's what's going to happen though. Once the weather gets nice, weekends, people are gone out doing all the stuff. So Steve, what's a good time for you? Because I really enjoy having you in our things. You add a lot to our events. And just so you guys know, I'm even changing bingo up. I've got some ideas with that too. I think it's going to be, it's going to give more people a chance to win. Because I've noticed, I went back through my stuff and surprisingly, I'm seeing the same people win over and over and over. You wouldn't think, well, some people just pick good numbers apparently. So what's a good time frame for you, Steve? I see you in here a lot. I see you on my Sunday mornings a lot. But see, then we're not going to get Dana. That's the other thing. We're never going to get Dana on a Sunday. And to be honest, she misses our Monday nights a lot because she falls asleep. She works so early in the day that she's asleep by 5:30 in the afternoon. Evenings are best. Sundays are family obligations, as it is for a lot of people on the weekends. Oh, so you're free during your lunch. Okay. And of course, I'll do a couple of videos and ask people what's a good time frame. You know, maybe I'll do one of those survey doohickeys. Okay. Hi, Vidya. I'm so happy you popped in. Whose channel did you pop in on, Vidya? That's funny. Even though the other ladies are gone, people can still pop in on their channel. And I cannot tell which one they've popped in on. Okay. Yeah, so bingo is coming back. We're kind of doing a lot of revamping of a lot of stuff. And it's not on mine because I can tell, and you are not on my channel. I'm roaming with Rover. I'm Robbin. So you either came in on Darla or Dana or Amber. Yes, that is That is a, well, I don't want to say unusual. It's just, it's not a name that we see a lot. Oh, so you popped in on Amber's channel. Okay. She is not with us right this minute. She's doing something with her mama. Hello, Maritza. Hola. Bienvenido. We were just talking about bingo. It's going to be coming back, and we're just kind of getting a feel if there's a different time frame that people would enjoy seeing it on. We're tossing around Sunday afternoon. Early Sunday afternoon, which it is right now, actually. Early Sunday afternoon. We got a lot of new things. So we're going to be making a lot of announcements over the next few weeks. A lot of things coming down the pike. And I have so much work ahead of me. You would not believe. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. Having said that, I need to get going because my IT lady has called me and both of my IT people have called me, and I need to make some phone calls and get some things going. Thank you. Thank you for spending time with us. I know how busy everybody is. I love that y'all can come in from other channels. I really hope that you've enjoyed your time with us this morning. I really hope that you will, that you've enjoyed it enough to subscribe to my channel. It is always so nice to get new members joining us. And that way you will also get to see, bye-bye, Karen. I'll go look for your email. It has been wonderful seeing all the new faces and meeting all the new people. I know, Gwen, it's coming. It's coming back. And again, give me some options to Monday night. Tell me what other time frames will work for you, because there's a very good chance that Monday night is not going to continue because of work, because of scheduling issues. So I want options. I want to know what your guys' options are for other time frames. I really hope that those of you who've popped in on other channels will, a survey's great, but if you tell me, hey, mornings are good, afternoons are good, evenings good, can't do weekends, can't do this, that helps me much better than me going, because I can only put out so many options on a survey. And if I get one vote here and one vote here and one vote here, that doesn't help. So, yeah. I really appreciate your time with me, and we will see you guys on Sunday. And I believe Dana has a live for the most part. Yeah, so Sundays, surprisingly, Sunday seems to be a good time for folks. And I had thought Sunday would be like, no, that ain't working. I'm really surprised. See, that's why you got to ask people. Okay. I think Dana has a live most Thursday mornings, and I will see y'all on Sunday. Bye-bye.